And we're talking about addictions today. This is Backroads Truth, so we're going to talk about truth. Just the desperation and the struggle from my own flesh and blood. But as I'm talking, it's like, Dad, how did you overcome this? How did you do it? And I'm trying to explain, one of the phrases that came out, he said, I guess it just runs in our blood. And I look back at that point, it's like all of a sudden I started seeing this flashback of my granddad, my dad, me, my brother, everybody in my family who had struggled through this deal of just, an alcohol issue. There may be some things that we could say, truly, this was passed down to me. And you're saying, man, how do I beat this addiction, this problem? Because it's really in me. I can't beat it. It's passed down in this family tree. This is a conversation I'm having with my son that is going to lead, hopefully, to the only answer, I believe, that can help anyone who may be struggling. It's not just DNA. Son, let me explain. It runs in the blood, but not from you and me, but a father and a son from a better family tree. He's the only one with perfect history. The Bible goes on to tell us that it was the blood. It was the blood of Jesus Christ. He's on the cross, and if you know anything about the gospel story, he's there, he's been beaten, he's been bloodied, he's been now hung on the cross, and he's now bleeding to death. He is hemorrhaging to death so that, his blood and that brutal treatment he took on the cross would satisfy the wrath of God. I would be foolish to sit there and say, no, just give it to God and it's all going to go away, because I know that didn't happen in my life. I know that didn't happen in my son's life. No matter how much I prayed, how much I tried, how much I cried, what I can tell you is this, is that when I hear this song played back or when I listen to it, I think of that night and I think about what could I say that I know deep down in my heart worked for me. He came to see me late one evening with tears in his eyes. Dad, how'd you ever stop the drinking? Start staying at home with your kids and wife, just like your dad and his dad before him. It's just genealogy. I guess it's true what everybody told me. It's the way it'll always be. I said, son, there's a lot of your old man flowing through your veins, but it's more than DNA. Let me explain. It runs in the blood, not from you and me, but a father and a son from a better family tree. The only one with perfect history. Faith in him is how it's done. Listen to me, son, it runs in the blood. From the beginning of creation, every father, every son, each and every generation, it makes its way down to everyone. A long, long line of bad heredity. There's a cure for the disease. Boy, listen to me. It runs in the blood, but not from you and me, but a father and a son from a better family tree. He's the only one with perfect history. Faith in him is how it's done. Listen to me, son, it runs in the blood. There's some lessons you're gonna learn in this life, 'cause you're a father just like me. You'll have those same questions and you'll have the same advice, and pray that he believes that it runs in the blood, not from you and me, but a father and a son. From a better family tree, he's the only one with perfect history. Faith in him is how it's done. It runs in the blood. It runs in the blood. Boy, it runs